In tonight's Ask Anthony, it all started with a phone call to our newsroom, a voicemail forwarded to me by our general manager that I'll never forget.
I have been trying to get in touch with Anthony Austin. My roof is falling in on my head. I need help. Please.
That message was left by a Middleburg woman whose husband died from cancer several years ago. She says he promised he would always make sure there was a roof over her head. But now the home he provided for her is in desperate need of repairs. She's called everyone for help with no response. And tonight I'm doing what I can to honor her husband's promise.
I've got several places around here where the water is starting to seep into the ceiling, and I know the roof is getting ready to go anytime.
In a quiet home she's lived in since 2011, Gail Talbott is waiting and watching her ceiling fall apart. And how long have you had to live like this? Have you been dealing with this?
A couple of years now, 2-3 years.
She says her husband bought this house in Middleburg about 15 years ago before dying from cancer.
He laid here on this sofa. He said, I want to make sure you have a roof over your head. You know, that you're okay when I'm gone.
But the roof he worked so hard to make sure was over his wife's head is in need of repair. Stains spreading in the bathroom and the ceiling completely giving way in the bedroom.
I'm just afraid that it's going to collapse on me. And then I'd be done.
At the age of 78, Miss Gail lives alone with her cat, but she has neighbors like Claude Leisure who make sure she's okay.
It looks like maybe some black mold, I'm not sure.
He and a few other guys put a tarp on her roof to keep the heavy rain from pouring in, but he says the damage is getting worse all over this house.
The sink is falling through, so we couldn't put it back right, but my guys and myself were able to come in there and reinforce it so it doesn't fall out any farther. And she's indicating that she's got some bad spots in the roof paneling, and she's getting leaks through here that she has to catch with bowls.
For years, Miss Gail has reached out for help.
I've called several senators and a couple of churches, and they all say, no, we don't do that.
But I knew after listening to her desperate plea,
I need help. Please.
She wasn't looking for sympathy, she was looking for safety.
Thank you so much for believing in me anyway, listening to me.
And Miss Gail doesn't have insurance, so I called my friends over at Builders Care of Northeast Florida, a faith-based nonprofit whose mission is to provide affordable or free services to veterans, the elderly and disabled. They've helped me in the past with home repairs for people in need. And next week, we're going to Miss Gail's house with a general contractor to see what can be done. And I know many of you watching this, you might want to help as well. And I'm going to keep you updated on what we need. So remember, if you have a problem you just can't solve, you can always email me at askanthony@firstcoastnews.com.